Hey guys, Jason Samkoviak here, Traditional Bowhunting Wilderness Podcast. Getting ready to head out and do some scouting. I'm going to go into this area here. I've never been over here before, seen it before. I've seen it from the road, but I want to take a second before I head out there and talk about barrier to entry. I've mentioned this many times before on how that's the key to finding great places and pressure. There's a deer right there, actually. Look at that. Look right down this power line that I'm on. Way down there, you can see him standing right in the middle of the road down there. See him down there right where that green pines pop out? He's right underneath there. I can't zoom in real well on here while you're doing this, I don't think. But there's a deer standing down there. What we have here, it's first week of April, getting out. Like I said, snow's starting to melt. You're going to still see some ice on here. But barrier to entry, things that people will not go through. So if you look right here, see that ditch right here? I'll bet this thing's 3 feet, 4 feet deep, okay, and it runs all the way down there for a very long way, where even where those poles are, it jots out and around the poles. So there's barrier to entry here. You can see, look at this trail I'm on here. Look at this trail right here over this pine that goes through there. There's a bunch of these in here. These deer, they'll jump right across that or walk through it, but they'll hop right across that thing like no big deal and get right back in there. And it's a good, solid area. We're going to go check some of these islands that are out in here and see how they are and what bedding options are out there. But it just goes to show you find something like this will prevent 90% of people from hunting out here because they will not cross over that. Now, back behind me, if you look at my mirror, there is actually access back there. You can see back there, there's a road back there at this end. So I'm not interested in going in here yet because this whole section is accessible by a road that's back there. But I want to get up into those islands up there where that green stuff is, way up in there. And then I want to cut way up in there. There's 3 major islands in here I want to go check out. But this is a major barrier to entry to prevent people from getting there. And that's the kind of stuff you want to look for. It doesn't stop the deer, not even a little bit. They actually like it because there's no pressure from people in there. And something as simple as a 10-foot wide, 4-foot deep ditch is full of water is really all it takes to stop people from getting in here. All right, let's just pull up here a little bit and kind of see what we got crossing here and see if we have anything else. We know we got that major trail that crosses right there. We got a good trail going across this, just to give you an idea how this doesn't slow deer at all. That they just don't care. Look at that trail right here I see coming up. Yeah, look at this. Look at that trail that runs right up through there too. Again, keep in mind, snow just melted a week ago. I mean, there's still ice on this, I'm sure, somewhere up here. But 2 days ago, this was still frozen. So we're just getting out here and getting after it. But look at that trail right there. Here's another one. I mean, just a few feet up. Look at that trail right there where they're crossing in right there at that spot. I mean, these deer, they don't care about this stuff at all. Like I said, they like the fact. Look, there's a trail right there. Another trail, they split and go both ways right there. I mean, this is a gold mine area here. Good thick cover, good bedding in there. There's another little hop across right there. You can see a little faint trail right there. Oh, hold on, we're sinking. There we go. But, I mean, this is a pretty solid, got some serious potential. Look at this one right here. Oh, we're sinking again. There we go. Look at that one right there that runs right through there and goes up in there. So you can kind of see that there's a lot of options here. Now, see that island way out there? That's where we're going. We're going to that island there, and that island that's way back there. Those are our 2 places we want to go check out. This is all pretty big section of woods here, and it's pretty good, but I want to know what's going on there. Now, also, if you can notice there how this is a overlooked spot, not only does it have a barrier to entry, which is a gold mine, it has overlooked spot. If you watch careful, look right there, way out there. See those cars driving by? That's a major highway. Look at how close that island is to that major highway. People are not going to hunt out there because of the fact that it's, number one, it's about, as far as how they're going to get here, if they're not going to use this barrier to entry and deal with this, and they were going to go out there, they would have to probably walk. I'm going to say that's probably pushing maybe a mile and a quarter from road access, and you can't be dropped off on a major highway. So from that road's irrelevant. So for them to hike into there from anywhere they could park at, it's over a mile. For us, we're going to hopefully try and be able to find a way to get across this here and see what we can find. But our goal is to get out there to those islands. There's 3 of them out there that we want to check and see what they're all about. All right, you can see here more barriers to entry. Now I have that island. Right there is one of the islands I want to get into. That comes out to that point. The other island's over there on the other side. But you can see this crap. See the power lines? That power line up there, that pole, that's where my truck is over there. You can see this crap that I just came off, where those pines are, and that tall, whatever that poplar is right there that you can see. That's where my where I was at, where that point is. And then I broke out through this. But that stuff right here behind me, major barrier to entry right here. That stuff is straight up nasty. Not to mention, from here, that 300 yards or whatever it is to get to that island that's out there right there, I have to go through this crap. Look at this. Okay, this is barrier to entry for people. This is an ankle twisting, leg breaking, pain in the butt bog, and this is going to be a nightmare. People are not going to travel through this in the dark to deal with this stuff. So here at this particular spot for that island, we have 3 major barriers to entry that people are not going to deal with. 1, that big deep ditch. 2, trying to get through here with a stand and sticks and a nasty tangle is going to be brutal. 3, through this marsh, this bog right here that is just absolutely miserable. Those are all barriers to entry that mean that there's probably never been a person on that island before in history. We're going to check it out.